Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Adolis and welcome back to Regrowth. In the last episode, we were working with Mechanism, and we have, not only do we have an amazing power storage, we also have an amazing power generator. Right here, this guy. The gas burning generator burning ethylene is amazing. It is keeping up with all of my machines, and I'm currently in the process of, well, if I had a little bit more compressed carbon, currently in the process of making a bunch of steel, because I want to start running a lot more cables around here, and we're gonna get a bunch of rich iron. I have reinforced alloys, rich alloys rather, not iron. Just a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to get taken care of. I'm trying to make a stack of steel, by the way. I'm gonna step away from that for a minute. The farm is doing way too good. I need to upgrade all of these. I had a whole bunch of iron upgrades sitting around, so I decided just to go ahead and use those. Yeah, I had gold fill up again. I had gold fill up and iron was filled up and a lot of things were filled up. So I need to get these all upgraded relatively soon. And the biggest thing with that is I'm just going to need a lot of wood. So I need to come on here and do some prep work with that. I just haven't had a chance yet, so there's that. But let's see, things we're going to do today. Presumably if we can get a decent amount of stuff taken care of here, we are going to hopefully be running a bit of cable around, and I want to work on getting an Applied Energistics system that actually does something a little bit better than what we currently have. But speaking of which, let's go ahead and turn this one on. And kind of look and see what we have in our Applied Energistics system right now. I'm mainly looking for two things. Well, technically three things, but okay, you should be getting power. Oh, I bet I know what's going on. I wish I could get down there a little quicker, but oh well. It's not getting power because this guy is not configured correctly. I need to tell it output that side as well, just for now. Eventually, I'm probably going to move a lot of stuff. I want all these lasers here, this section. We're going to look into a way of making a lot of mana today, kind of automatically. And yeah, that'll be a lot better. I'm in a drawer for all the biofuel, by the way. If we have... What if we had power production kind of in the middle? Probably like right here. Aligned with one of these guys. We could put our Applied Energistics system. I want that mostly up in here. And yeah, that will be kind of nice. What we can do is... Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Mr. Hobgoblin. I want to have Applied Energistics system here with a bunch of storage stuff and some other stuff over here, I think. Okay, so I have an idea of how I want things set up a little bit. We're going to need some facades eventually, but we'll get there. The big thing is just trying to get things kind of situated. And we need to make a lot of stuff. I need to get a lot of wood, like I said, for all the upgrades here. I'm probably going to put void upgrades once they have the max. So if we right-click one of these, it can take 5 upgrades. I'm going to do 4 emerald upgrades on every single one, because why not? And then a void upgrade on the last, just so our farm never stops. And it should be self-sufficient. Worst case scenario, I can always go over and put the solar panel on there. I'm also making a lot of gold because I had it. The gold was overflowing, so I just took a stack of the essence and made a whole bunch of gold. Why not? So today, let's put the emeralds away, the extra emeralds I have in my inventory. Today I want to work on getting some Applied Energistics stuff up and running. And the biggest thing with this is we need to automate the processors. These things, automating the inscriber. There we go. That's what I want to say. Which leads me to what I was doing before. I'm going to come up here and look and see what we have in here for presses. Do we have any of the other presses? And that's a no. We don't. So I have calculation press and silicon press. I need the other presses. How do I get those? That is a good question, because I don't remember. We look at the uses of this. So, recipes. So, we can duplicate presses if we had the press. So, I'll have to look into that. But the inscriber requires, in order to make all this stuff, we're going to need silicon, which not that hard to get. Actually pretty easy. We can get sand through the crusher. Well, we can get silicon through the crusher. Bees produce it, or we can smelt up Circus Quartz or nether quartz dust. Or unknown ironic. That's a weird word. That'll give you aluminum plus a little bit of chance for silicon, but I don't even know how to get that. Oh, you get it sometimes from iron. Meh. Probably the best way is either through the crusher, or is there an easy way to get this? Yeah, the easiest way it looks like is the crusher, but it's going to require, so we need different different electron tubes. These are probably the most annoying because pure Circus takes a little bit. And then golden electron and diamantine. So basically we're going to have to get, eventually, I'm going to set up 3 separate thermionic fabricators. We're also going to need different chipsets and put those all together to get the processors. Kind of complicated, and I've been kind of trying to figure out a good way to automate this, and I think the easiest way is just going to be with Applied Energistics, import-export buses type stuff. Basically, we can teach it that, hey, if I'll have to think about how we're going to do it. We're probably not going to automate it completely today, but I want to start working towards that. And that's going to require crafting units, crafting coprocessors. That requires a lot of circuits. But we need these circuits first. So we need the logic. And how can we get those? Oh, chisel. Okay. So we chisel all of them. So we just need 2 more blocks of iron. And we can chisel them, and that will be all we need. Okay, I can handle that. So let's get this hooked up, and these guys do require power. We'll just place them, for the time being, put that like so. Just put that there. And that'll take a second, but it's not that bad. The biggest thing that we need to work on is getting more lasers. That's probably the most important thing. Hey, we got a whole bunch of steel. Smelt that up. And I'm going to let that continue and finish up. Can you take the rest of these? Almost. Cool, so we have those inscriber presses. That's awesome. This thing is going to be much better soon enough. I just need to figure out where I want to do a lot of that stuff. So we take 2 of these. We have the calculation presses, and we have the silicon press. We get our chisel. I wonder, does it have to be an iron? Does it have to be new? My iron chisel is in here, isn't it? Yes. So hopefully, oh hey, there's where all my upgrade templates are. I did not see them there. I made a few more, but that's fine. Awesome. So there is 2 engineering presses, and then the logic press. Awesome, we have all of them. So now we're gonna need to get some other stuff. So the first thing I want to work towards is we need to make some of these crafting coprocessor units. We need a storage unit and a crafting coprocessor unit. So I think for now the 4K will be plenty. That's going to require a calculation press, or a calculation, and 3 logic. And then this guy is going to require an engineering processor. Plus we need 2 sets of these. So what is that? 5 logic. I don't even know. We need a lot of logic, and we need a lot of stuff. So let's bring this stuff down here. And just put that right there for right now. And what we're going to do is we have 2 Circus Quartz. We're going to need more. We're going to need some more electron tubes. And let's grab our thermionic fabricator. I don't believe those were too difficult to make. Let's take a look. Recipe. Oh no, that's super easy. Just some bronze, which we have plenty of. So I'll probably make a couple more of these. I really need to decide how I want to automate stuff. Now this guy does take power. I've got a lot of things, a lot of kind of minute details I have to figure out. But what is it I needed to grab? I need sand or glass. Let's grab a little bit of glass. And we're going to make some of these guys. So, first things first, we're going to need a few more Circus Quartz. Unfortunately, we have one of each of these, which makes me think that I have the circuits somewhere. Or did we get rewards? That is a potential. But I don't know that we did. How the world grows, it's witchcraft. Braces. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there is a section of Applied Energistics. So we probably have those presses lying around somewhere. If we do, it's not that big of a deal that I made extras. Just a little bit of iron. Which, let's be honest, is not a concern. So what we'll do is let's go ahead and get some more pure Circus Quartz. So in order to get that, we're going to need some Circus Quartz. And I wonder, can we grab a stack of this, and we're also going to need a stack of this. I love having that farm set up. Probably the best thing to ever do. So if I do that, can I make this charged? I think if I make the Circus Quartz and then do this, can I just automatically... Nope. I thought there was a way to get charged Circus Quartz. Let's look it up. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Some mod packs will let you wrap Circus Quartz with redstone and get the charge version. Others won't. This is one that won't. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more of this. And I messed up when I made this. I forgot that you can actually use these crystal growth accelerators and use a little bit more than what we have. Kind of forgot about that, but it's okay. Let's do this, and I need to connect these. You can actually put one underneath, which is the last one that we're missing, but we'll get to that later. It's not too much of a concern right now, so let's get like 8 of these crushed up. Stack of steel, I love it. So much compressed carbon. That's all really nice. So let's throw all that in here. I'm gonna make more cables between the episodes, and I'm gonna run cables all over the place. But let's grab this stuff. We're gonna need a little bit of sand. So let's grab some fire and earth. And eventually this will be hooked up to our Applied Energistics system. We won't have to worry about it. And we can autocraft relatively soon. That's what I want to work towards. Autocrafting everything. So we do this, we'll get 16 seeds. Let's go ahead, throw those in there. And we're going to turn that on. And these two should be gaining power, but those devices are offline. turn that off. Actually, that seemed to work. Oh, because I don't even know. Device online. I want to get some cable. Do I have any extra cable? That's a good question. We are draining power, by the way, which is not good, but we'll deal with it here in a moment. So do we have any ME cable? No, we really don't have much in there. Do I have some like laying up here or something? Probably. Not seeing any. I really need to get my inventory sorted. But that is what we're working on today. So, some pure stuff. We're gonna use these later. Oh hey, there's my other presses. I knew I saw them somewhere. So we can honestly, can we do anything with these? Nope. Alright. Well, we have extra presses if we ever lose them. I guess that way, it's like, how do you get the first one? Oh, just an iron plate. Alright, so, I can't melt them or anything, can I? Nope. Dang. Oh well. We can always expand if whatever we end up doing is too slow. So I haven't seen any cable. I don't think there was any in there. I didn't see any. So let's, I guess we're gonna have to make some more cable. This stuff is pretty expensive, which is why I'm kind of hesitant. It's expensive for us right now. It won't be later, but let's get ME glass cable. It is this quartz fiber, which is nether quartz or Circus quartz, dust, and some glass. It's actually not that expensive, I guess, but we need 3 of these guys crushed up. That's smelting. Smelting doesn't do anything. Alright, and then I also want to get the charger hooked up. Right there, and we're gonna charge a few of these guys so that we can make some more fluix crystals. So there's quartz fiber. There's 1. I need 3 of them right now. So this takes a while, but this is easily automated. And a lot of this stuff we're gonna kind of, we'll have to deal with as we go. I have a bunch of redstone right over here. I just need 3. And we're gonna need some water. Isn't that, no. Nether quartz. There we go. That's how you make it. Balance. And we get a little bit of nether quartz. I think I can just throw it in here. And that should all combine and give us 6. Yes, that is what we needed. Can I just do this in my inventory, or is it shaped? Nope, it's shapeless. Awesome. Alright, so we just do this. They'll all be working, and we can throw those in there and let those set. So it sounds like most of the stuff here is done, which is good. I'm going to throw these guys in here, this in here, just for right now. So we need to make, let's focus on 2 of the crafting units. So we need 2 logic processors. That's 2 golden electron tubes, which we should have already, and 2 golden chipsets. I should probably go ahead and get some gold and redstone cooking up with that, just to go ahead and get, like, I almost want to say a stack would be good. I cannot wait to have the AE system up and running. So 7 plus 1 is a stack. And I have a bunch of redstone just sitting down here, so that is not a problem. And by the way, even though we're kind of wasting power with this, we have a lot of ethylene. It doesn't go down very fast. And honestly, ethylene is not that hard to get, so I'm not too concerned about that. So let's throw a stack of this. And that will take some time because that's a lot of energy. It's 240,000 each, so those are getting close. So yeah, those are a little bit expensive. I need all my presses. Whoops. Kind of forgot. Oh well. This is why I want to kind of get this automated. So grab all these, and we need to get 2 logic presses right off the bat. So logic, and there goes 1. Now eventually we'll be able to expand on this, and that's something I want to do, but probably not today. Like I need to figure out what's gonna be the best way to automate this. So there's 2 of those, and then we need 5 more of these. This will take a minute, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's a shame that these don't stack. So I'm going to need to import, export, all that fun stuff pretty quickly with this. Luckily they do stack here. And it shouldn't be a problem. I have enough inscribers. Inscribers were really easy to make, just some flux crystals, pretty much an iron. And that's kind of the plan, is if we have a whole bunch of those, then we don't have to worry about making things less complicated. So we can easily get these guys. The logic processors, we're going to need quite a few of these, so yeah. So there is those 2, and then we need 4 calculations. So let's see, that is calculation. Let's go ahead and start getting this. Are these guys done yet? They look like it. They are. Let's turn that off, so that doesn't waste power. And we can come over here, do one of those, and let's get 2 recipes worth. We need a little bit of redstone. Why am I running away? I know I have a ton of redstone in here. And a little bit of glass. This heats up because it's a valid recipe. And we'll get the stuff we need. So there's 1, 2, 3. Just need 1 more. And then keep that in there. We'll probably need some more golden. Let's get, like, I don't know, a stack. I have a ton of gold now, so let's just get, like, actually 25 makes more sense than 26. If I actually use my brain and count. So this will allow us to get a little bit more stuff. Let's go ahead and do this. And I think 3 glass will be good. So golden electron tubes, easy enough. And I would like to make a lever. Levers turn these guys off, which is really nice. And then that way they won't use any heat. We'll lose that little bit of glass, but that's kind of whatever. So we need 1 more of these. And then we should be good to go with, nope, not that. Silicon, this, and the quartz chipsets. What can I get rid of right now? Let's put the other quartz in there. So yeah, having this automated would be really nice. We're going to use import-export buses. I think is going to be the easiest way. Just because that makes the most sense. So we just do that, and luckily we can shift click. That's at least nice. So making a lot of circuits, mass producing them is going to be something that we're going to want to kind of automate as soon as possible. Just because with Applied Energistics, circuitry is these processors are used for everything. So the easier it is to make those, the better it's going to be. So let's make it the engineering, because we're going to need one of those for this. And we can go ahead and make the crafting coprocessor unit. So that'll be the first step to actually allowing us to make really good stuff. Now we just need some iron. And that should not be a problem. Let's go grab some iron. And 4 iron. Actually, we needed 8. I don't know how to count. We're making 2 of these, not just 1. So pretty much, we're going to start working on a lot of the Applied Energistics stuff, and then I think we're going to switch over to something else so that I can make more lasers, more speed upgrades, more Britannia stuff, because we're going to need a lot of lenses. And I need to make mana a little bit faster, more efficiently. So we have the crafting coprocessor unit. Now if I want a 4K storage, we're going to need 1 calculation press and 3 logic. So that's not too bad. So we're going to need 4 silicon. Do we have quartz? And 4 of those. Cool, so this should be pretty easy. We can go ahead and put the rest. We don't need engineering. Yeah, so yeah, making 4K is going to be better than just the 1K. We can expand this later, but right now might as well make the better one. So this is calculation, so we need 1 calculation and 3 gold. So this should not be too bad. And yeah, we'll make this stuff. I want to switch gears after this and start working towards getting a little bit better a little bit better stuff for yeah, Britannia. We're gonna set up an automation for that. Something pretty simple, but it will work. So yeah, eventually we're gonna have I'm gonna have to figure out a system to kind of automatically make processors on demand. And the big thing that we're gonna do is we're going to use we're going to need 2 more thermionic fabricators. I need to figure out a way to turn those off when they're not needed. That's going to be the hardest part. We have so many gold electron tubes. Those are super easy to make, so not surprising. But now we should be able to make the 4K storage. Gonna need some glowstone quartz glass. Ooh, I forgot about that part. Not a problem. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Is it 5 for the glass? And we're gonna need a bunch of redstone. Yes, it is 5. We can also use nether quartz, but it's a little bit better to use. I think it's a little bit better to use Circus, just because it's a little bit easier to get. We have a dedicated thing to it. So let's go ahead and make, we need to make the 4K, which is 3 1Ks, 2, 3, and then 4K. There we go. We add that to this guy, and we have 4K crafting storage. That is kind of awesome. So let's stick this stuff in here, along with the processors for right now. And what I'm thinking is, we're gonna have these here, and then what I'll do is I'll knock out the block underneath. Oop, fall down. And then this is how we can hook it up. And we'll have our... actually, let's go ahead and start moving this. Why not? Let's go ahead and grab our one storage cell. Getting more of those is going to be so nice. Now, this isn't going to have power. That's the only thing that we're going to be missing right now, but that's fine. I also need a piece of dirt, but it's also not that big of a deal. So what I want to do is we're going to have these up here. This guy, let's see, where's the center of this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, right here, where this torch is. Let's put torches on either side. What I want to do, let's take the quartz glass, because I think that'll look cool. Put that there. And we're going to have the crafting terminal in the wall. Now, let's see if we can't look up. We'll make the other stuff later. I want a little bit more time to think about stuff, and we're going to need more lasers. That's kind of what I want to work on for the last little bit of this episode. So, we're going to want facades. Applied Energistics. It requires cable anchors, which is aluminum. Aluminum would be really good, and a quartz cutting knife. Can't I make those out of? Really doesn't matter. Aluminum's not super useful for much else, so might as well use that. And we have the nether quartz on us. We might have a quartz cutting knife somewhere. It won't hurt to make another. Let's also come over here and grab the blocks. So do I put the nether quartz in here? Okay. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this guy. We're gonna cut up a bunch of these cable anchors, and we're gonna want, so this is this right here. We want this, this, and this, and this. Alright, so that was a lot, but you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So we're gonna make this look nice. So I need all 4 of these. And we have some of these guys taken care of. So what we'll do is this is going to come down here like so. And we're going to have our crafting terminal. Eventually we're going to have another terminal on either side. And we can hide them. And it will look really nice. And then like, I don't know how we're going to run cables here yet, but we could probably just run it up and then into the back. But we do need to do this to the other side as well. Otherwise, you can still see the stuff. But yeah, that is going to look nice. And we'll do something similar over here. Actually, no, those are just going to be down like straight wires from the bottom. And what we'll have is our ME controller right here. I'm going to have a line going this way, which I'll probably connect to this guy. Each side of this has 32 channels. Anything, so this guy will have, we'll use a channel. This we're going to have a storage so that we can see all this stuff. That'll have a channel. Any terminals that we have, we'll have 3 of those. Those will all have channels. But then also the storage will have channels. When we get into autocrafting, every interface that we have, which we're going to want a lot of interfaces, those all take channels. We'll probably have crafting We might have crafting right here, just go straight down. That might not be bad. It shouldn't look too bad. We'll have, other than it will be a big crafting thing. And then we'll still need power coming in from one direction, which will probably take it this way. Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll figure it out. I'll probably do a lot of that off camera. So let's throw this stuff in here. I'm just going to throw all of the stuff in here for right now. And let's work on something slightly different. So the next big thing that I want to work on is Britannia. Unfortunately, Britannia, also that'll look really cool when it's lit up. That's why I put it there. Alright, so Britannia. We have a couple flowers that are really, really good. These Gorgomillas. And these Rosa Arcana aren't bad. We'll see how much we end up using these, because it's a little bit more manual to get mana. But what we can do, and I'm trying to decide that we're going to make a couple more hovering hourglasses. And what we're going to do is, I need to count how quickly these guys will devour food. So as soon as these guys are done, we'll get back to them. But so we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 7 or 8 seconds. Probably every 8 seconds we could tell it to spit out food. So what I want to do is I want to break this guy. Are you out of mana? You are. I'm going to break these two. These guys are all connected to that guy, which is good. That's fine. We're going to take this Gorgomillus. We're going to put him right here. He's connected to that guy. Good. And then we'll take these other two Rosa Arcana. We'll put them over here. And they connected. Perfect. So we don't have all that much mana. We have a decent amount, but we're going to need a lot more going forward. So what we'll do is we need to set up a dispenser. Just a pretty basic dispenser. And I'll probably make it so it can turn on and off later. Actually, can we move you like right here? And move the torch over here. Perfect. So if we have a hovering hourglass right here ish, yeah, we can get this to work. So I guess we can put that there. That'll be fine. Put a torch there too. Okay, so let's go get a hovering hourglass. I gotta remember how to make those. I don't believe they're that difficult. Some mana glass and mana steel, plus gold and redstone. Do we have any of that kind of stuff? Probably don't know. It's not that hard to get anyways. So let's grab, I guess we need to get a block of gold. And we're going to need a couple other things. Let's see, 2 glass. Let's make sure we don't have any more of this stuff down here. We have Hourglass, not mana glass. Doesn't work if it's not. Okay, that's fine. We need a little bit of redstone. How's this coming along, by the way? Not bad. We'll get a lot of stuff. So let's just take a stack of redstone because we might need a little bit more for some other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up an automatic dispenser for food. Now, how this works, how those flowers work, the Gorgomillas, they will digest stuff, and if they don't have room, they just kind of destroy the block, which is not good. We don't want that. They eat the food and their timer resets. We don't want that. So what we can do, the hovering hourglass, if you don't remember, it's an hourglass, it's a timer. But we can change how long it goes until it outputs a redstone signal. I have to remember, I think it's a natural apparatus. Let's just do this. Hovering hourglass. I believe red sand, sorry for the car in the background. Red sand is 10 seconds. I think we're just going to use a piece of red sand because it doesn't need to be super efficient. I don't really care about that. But let's go ahead and get glass and iron. And then I need to find a crafting table. One of these days I'm going to build that witchery island. That is totally on my to-do list. So I think it's like this. There's the hovering hourglass. Now we need some red sand. How do you get red sand? I guess we can make it that way. It also might be out in the world. So we might have some already. Also, I'm going to probably let that just kind of stop. The hobgoblin mining the cobalite, because we don't really need that much cobalite, and I've got a decent amount of it already. Okay, so do I not have any red sand? Do I want to make a bunch? Let's just go find some. It shouldn't take us that long to find some, because there's some right here. And eventually I'll make that dock. I know. I am really bad about building. Call it lazy. Don't care. It's just I'll get to it. Getting the AE system up and running, cleaning things up. I'll probably have to wait for a lot of stuff, so I might actually build stuff. Getting this farm done, I just need to clean up the down below, the downstairs. Don't tell me we have red sand. All right, we have red sand. So we'll put the hovering hourglass like right here. And that will output a redstone signal. And then what I want is, actually that would work really well, other than the fact that I need to find something that is going to give us, so there should be mana manipulation, I think, mana star, Manatide Bellows. No, don't really care about that. Mana Star just tells you loss or whatever. Elven Mana Lenses. Paint Slinger. Okay, that's kind of cool. Warp lens. There's a lot of really interesting lenses. Particle bush. Okay. Oh, it's decorative stuff. Man distributor. Man detector. Yeah. So what we're gonna want to do, we can use. I'll probably need a little bit more room, to be honest. But what I want to do is I'll put a comparator here. Let's actually get one. I should be able to make one pretty easily. Let's grab a comparator. I think my nether quartz is still downstairs. I'm also going to need some, like, stone. So I don't think I have any. So we'll smelt some up real quick. 1, 2, 3. How do we get a comparator? What all does it require? 3 redstone torches and just 1. Alright, so that's easy enough. I don't have any sticks on me anymore, but I believe they're up here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So let's get. God, I am misclicking all over the place. Let's get a comparator, and then the other thing that we're going to be using, we're going to need 2 dispensers, and I can't remember, dispensers require bows, don't they? Yes. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need a little bit of string. Do I have any string just lying up here? I don't think so. I think there might be some in my AE system, but we did put the thing back, didn't we? Yes. I will get all that powered. Like I said, I made a whole bunch of steel at the beginning of this episode just so that I could go ahead and run power all over the place. But, you know, I might have some string in here. If not, there might be. Yeah, I have plenty of string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're going to get... What am I doing? I know how to make bows. So let's make 2 bows. Two dispensers, and I'll probably eventually put hoppers and all that kind of fun stuff, but for right now, not really needed. So what we'll do is we'll have a comparator here. So the comparator will output a fairly weak signal. Because those are power 0, that's power 1. And then what I can always do, I wish I had a little bit more space. There's also a couple things I wish I had. Like something to emit a constant redstone signal of a certain strength. But that's kind of whatever. This should be fine enough. And then what we can do, put a dispenser here and here, and you know what I could honestly do, let's move these flowers, put this here, and then run it around. And I would need a block here. But then, yeah, there's just not enough space. Now I could also just move... I could just move the mana pool. I don't know. I will figure out how to turn this off eventually. But what we can do is if we grab... I have a bunch of magical food here. We grab half of it and put it in each. We put red sand in here. Every 10 seconds this will go off. And let's make sure that this works. Otherwise we'll have to add more red sand, which isn't that big of a deal. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about it being super like efficient, but there they go. They start emitting. And I think I need a little... No. But I do need a little bit longer. So you know what? Let's do every 20 seconds. That's a little bit over what I want, but it's okay. I already had a comparator as well. Whoops. So we do 20 seconds. And that'll give these guys a little bit more time to empty out. And then that should fill up this mana pool eventually. And what I was kind of wanting to do is, if this mana pool gets filled, we'll turn it off. But honestly, we're probably going to run out of magical food before that, so who cares? So yeah, that is automated mana. We can augment it with either burnimals or levels, and all I have to do is keep that filled with food, and I will get all the mana I need. Which is good, because if I want to make more lasers, which is kind of the main reason I'm doing that, I'm going to need to make a whole bunch of Runes of Wrath, which is a lot of mana diamonds and other runes. Mostly the mana diamonds. That's really all that it really requires. So I'm going to work on that. And then the other thing is, if I want upgrades from Mechanism, speed upgrades require air runes and water runes for energy upgrades. Both of those I'm going to want a lot of. So it's just going to be, I need to make a bunch of runes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. We have the beginnings of our AE system set up. I am going to finish filling up the upgrades down below. That's going to take a while. I'm going to hopefully build the Witchery Island and at least start tearing down some stuff. If not, we'll at least have the island built. And I'll work a little bit more getting power run in our base and things kind of organized a little bit better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I've got a lot of work to do off camera. Next time, I think it's about time we get back into some quests. So I think that's what we'll do, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stupid rain. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!